If we're going to have drivers on American roadways, they need to be the best trained, the best skills, because if operated incorrectly or inappropriately, these are lethal weapons on American roadways. When bad drivers that aren't qualified from other countries drive a bus, many people get hurt and some people die. We find that to be unacceptable, and again, we will use every tool at our disposal to make sure that this ends.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy announcing major federal action on truck safety. A troubling number of commercial driver's licenses issued to illegal immigrants, especially in New York, where 53% of trucking licenses are illegal. Those drivers should not be on the road. Non-English speaking and non-English reading drivers at the wheel of huge vehicles is now leading to nightmares on the road. Just this week, a Chinese national driving a tour bus allegedly caused a deadly highway crash in Tennessee. Federal agents looking at how he got a New York State commercial driver's license. According to Transportation Secretary Duffy, who you just saw, the driver could not speak English. In October, an illegal from India allegedly caused a deadly crash in California. 3 people died. Others were badly hurt. Also this year, another illegal from India allegedly caused a deadly crash in Florida. 3 people died in that.
Y'all telling me that illegal immigrants need to be driving and trucking? Y'all can kiss my ass with that. I don't care what y'all think. These guys do not need to be on the road. It's a pattern. It's a reason why. People hit me up on my profiles. Oh, man, you don't like illegals. They good for trucking. They've been killing people left and right. Why are they killing people? It's because they can't read the signs. It's because they don't understand the language. It's because they think they're driving in their own country. Illegal immigrants, refugees, asylum seekers are in the trucking industry but can't read the language. Don't understand the rules. They've been pushed through the system to get a license. 53% of CDL license holders are illegal in New York. You see they got licenses for these people that says no name given. Who does that? So you can't tell me that this ain't right if ICE is coming in and getting rid of these people. You can't tell me that's not right. These people don't need to be driving. It's because they're killing people. A crash in Tennessee. Legal. A New York license. Had a crash, killing people. Same thing in California, same thing in Florida, same thing in Texas. It happens all across the country. We just have a big spotlight on it. It's because of the push of the administration. Biden just didn't care. He was trying to get all these people in so they could vote for him. People's safety is more important than the vote. So you can't tell me that being a Democrat is the wave right now. You can't. What have the Democrats done in trucking to make sure that people are safe? They done nothing. They brought legals in. They had an EPA, made trucking be more expensive. Getting trucks now costs $250K when they weren't nowhere near that. Come on now, let's be smart. Let's understand that the trucking industry is very vital. As a person that came from trucking industry, as a person that owned a trucking company, very vital. Everybody needs trucking. Everything that you have on came off of a truck. But we just can't put anybody in this truck. Why? It's because it's 80,000 pounds that they drive in. Do you feel comfortable with somebody driving 80,000 pounds next to you and they can't speak the language? I just did a video the other day talking about a guy. He's a Somalian, didn't know really a whole lot of English, gets stuck at LAX at the departure, like the ramp to go to departure and arrivals, doing Amazon. I can tell you this right now, as a person that did Amazon in LA, there's no Amazon at LAX. But there's a lot of people on there that get on my page say, man, get off of their back. Nah, man, they got to go. Because what else happens when you have illegal immigrants in trucking? It takes money away from the American truckers because they're the one doing it right. They're the one paying the fees. They're the one paying the insurance. But when this trucker goes to an accident, when this trucker does something stupid, what else goes up? The price of insurance goes up. The price of everything goes up. Illegal immigrants, refugees, asylum seekers that can't speak the language have a huge effect on the trucking industry. I'm just glad it's finally get its media coverage that it's supposed to get.
So many accidents, we'll just scroll them. And while we're scrolling, I will bring in focus now Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. I mean, this is a lot. How do you stop it?
You know, Harris, you're scrolling these names and numbers, and these are Americans who needlessly died on American roadways because our states aren't doing the right work to make sure we have well-qualified, certified, safe drivers on American roads. We have states that are giving out commercial driver's license like candy. And I think if you ask every single American, what do you expect from a commercial driver? They would say they're well trained. They are professionals, and they're going to keep their rigs and every car around them safe. And what we found is that's actually not the case. We have states that haven't driven safety. They have allowed people who should never have a commercial driver's license. They are not well trained, they are not well certified, and they're not even from the country getting a license and operating, again, an 80,000-pound big rig on an American road. And so we are not going to have it at DOT. These are long-standing rules. These are not new Trump rules. These are long-standing rules that the last administration refused to enforce. We are going to enforce them. We are going to hold states accountable. And if they don't comply with the law, we are going to pull federal funding.
The thing is, though, people get upset about these rules. Like he said, they've already been in place. It says in the rule book that you have to be able to speak the language and read and write and understand English proficiently. It's in the rules. It's been in the rules. It just said we had an administration before that said, who cares about the rules? We don't care. We need votes. We don't care about the American people. We need votes. Bring them in here. Let them make a little bit of money. And we're going to give them money for benefits, SNAP, all of that. And they're going to be able to be drivers. And they can send their money back home. This is what happens, man. This is what happens.
Shouldn't have to go that far. Every governor should say, you know what? I want to have a safe road. I want safe drivers. And this should be a no-brainer for them. They should want to work with us. But it seems like the liberals, Harris, in liberal states would prefer to side on the illegal migrant side, non-English speaking side, as opposed to the American citizen safety side.
Well, you know, when you talk about the punitive damages, if you will, against the administrations and states and municipalities that allow this to happen, it's complicity that you're punishing. And you're taking those dollars away because they don't have the right to spend taxpayers' money on breaking the law.
And it's one thing to say a state wants to spend their own money to allow foreigners to drive or get driver's licenses in their state. It's something else to say the federal tax dollar should go to support this unlawful action. And we're not going to have it. And I would hope that Kathy Hochul from New York would say, Secretary Duffy, let's work together. Let's fix it. I didn't know it was a problem. Let's make sure American roadways are safe. That's not what she does, though. I think they're gonna try to divert, try to cloud the issue and make it seem like it's not a New York problem, it's a federal problem, which it is not. And again, President Trump said, I want to make American roads safe. Sean Duffy, go do it for me.
You know what? If you get money from the federal government, you got to follow rules from the federal government. If I'm giving you the money for this, for DOT, for truck drivers, then your job is to listen to our rules. This is why I'm a big believer in just make the licenses come from the federal government like pilots. If we did that, we won't have to worry about the states anymore. We'll just override them. Do the same thing that the pilots do. You're not going to get a license unless you get it from a federal office, and your license is not valid if it comes from the state. Or if you want to get a state license, then it can only stay in the state of New York. And if you guys have problems, that's on y'all. Do your thing. But I don't like it when we see California, New York, Washington. You have these places that New Mexico that want to stand up against the government, but you're using the government money. If just use your own money then. Don't worry about the 30, 50, 118, 180 million that we giving y'all. Don't worry about that. We won't give it to you. You do your thing. We won't be in charge. It is what it is. But y'all need that money. Y'all rely on that money. So if you get money from me, you got to follow my rules. Straight like that. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, too, hit that notification bell. And if you see a trucker on the road, don't be a jackass. Be cool. They're going through a lot. As a person that is a former trucker that still has a CDL, used to own a trucking company, being nice to truckers on the road is a great thing. So let's just be nice to these truckers that actually doing it the right way, that actually are legal, that actually are trying to feed their family. Let's not be jackasses, okay? But as always, we're going to keep this thing rocking. And another thing I'm going to tell y'all, Daily Show coming soon. It's going to be good.